Okay, in this video I'm going to show you how to create little ads like you can see in the screenshot here. In this case they are cars for sale, but they could be product information boxes or any other kind of information that you want to put into individual boxes like this. Okay, well, let's start by taking a look at how the database is set up in CatBase. Here we go. So we've got two data tables. We've got dealers and cars. And if we have a quick look at dealers, let's have a look at Redline Auto's record, and we can see that they've got a number of cars listed. And for each car we've got various information such as the make, the model, the fuel type, and importantly the ad size. And if I scroll down this list here, you can see that some of them are set to medium ad size and some are small. And the reason for that is because on our page layout we've got a certain number of ads we want to squeeze onto the page, and because the number of ads varies, we can create them in different sizes to make them fit on the page. And you'll see how that works in a minute. And also notice that we've got them organized into a certain sort order. If you want to change the order, it's quite easy to do. So let's say, for example, I want to put this Alfa Romeo at the top of the list, so it will come in first. So the first thing I need to do is just right click on my list here and say allow drag to reorder records, and now I can click on a record and drag it up or down in the list to where I want it to be. So I want that to be first in the list, and you can see that they've all been renumbered. All the sort orders have been renumbered to suit the new order. So I'm just going to choose don't allow drag, otherwise I might accidentally move things around. So let's go ahead and publish the data, and then we can come back and look in more detail about how it all works. So I'm going to close this window, and I just want to publish for the moment all the Redline Autos cars. So I'm going to right click on there and choose show cars. So here's our list of Redline cars, and I'll just click on this publish button and choose the publishing style called multi-ads, small boxes, and I'm going to save that as Redline cars. Okay, so now CatBase has created a text file that's got all the information required to create the publication. So we're going to switch to InDesign and import that data. Now let's just delete all the text all the boxes that are currently in there. Let's just select all and delete. Okay, and now we'll import the data that we just published from CatBase. Now I'm going to the file menu and I'm choosing import text with X tags. X tags is a plugin that we use to allow InDesign to create and fill the boxes automatically. So here's the file we just published from CatBase, Redline Cars. Double click on that, and InDesign is now importing that information and creating all the individual ads with all their information inside. There we go. Let's zoom in a little bit so we can see what we've got here. Okay, so it's created 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows of ads, and you can see that the first 3 rows have medium-sized ads, 5 in a row, and then the last 2 rows have smaller ads, 6 in a row. And that's because, if you recall, back in CatBase we told it what size to create each ad. Now what if I want to change the way this information looks? Let's say, for example, first of all, I don't like the way these pictures are being placed within the boxes. They should be at the top of the box. So if I select any one of those boxes, I can see that I've got an object style called add box, which has been applied to each of the boxes. So if I double click on that, and then I can go into text frame, general options, and choose a line at the top. Now you can see they all get nicely realigned. And you can make all kinds of changes to the design using the object style. So let's say, for example, I want to change the color of the border around the box. So I'll go to stroke. So we've currently got black selected. I'm going to make it red. There we go. Now all the boxes have a red border. Similarly, let's say we want to change our background color. It's yellow, and I'd rather maybe have green. So I go to my master page, click on pages. There we go. So here's the master page that's been applied to the document. If I double click on my master page, and then I'll modify this text frame. I'll go to swatches, and I'll change from yellow to green. That's very nice, isn't it? Okay, let's go back to the pages and see how that looks. So now I've got a green background on the right hand pages instead of yellow. So that's how easy it is to change the styling. Let's look at the actual text of one of the ads. Let's zoom in a bit there. So we've got everything has paragraph styles applied to it. So here's the description text, and this has the paragraph style description applied to it. So if I want to change the way that looks, I can just modify that style sheet. So maybe I want to choose a different font. I think I'm going to go with Helvetica. Doesn't look a lot different to Arial. And here's another thing to look at. Here we've got the price. So we've got the word price in bold, and then the actual price in red. So maybe I want to make the prices a bit bigger. Oops, there we go. I select one of those, and that's got a character style applied to it called red price. So I could just modify that character style, and I'm going to make them all, let's have a preview. There we go, the prices are bigger. Now I can see a mistake here. There should be a space between the word price and the actual price. So that's easy to fix in CatBase. Okay, so to fix that error, let's just go back to CatBase. And I'm going to look at my publishing style sheet. Now I'm going to go into a bit more detail about how the publishing style sheet works in the next video. Here's the publishing style sheet we were using, small ads, multi-boxes, and here's where the price paragraph is being created. If I expand that, I can see that this paragraph is comprised of two elements. There's a third one here, but it's in red because I've made it inactive temporarily. So what I need to change is in the first element here, the text price, I need to add a space. So let's just double click on that and just add a space there and save it. And if I now publish the data again, the space will be added in there. Alright, that's it for this video. In the next one, we'll go into more detail about how CatBase works, how the publishing style sheets are set up, and how it creates all those little boxes.